just because it's fun, we're going to teach Moneypenny a leg weave, which is where a dog makes a figure 8 around each of your legs. So I'm going to get more treats first. And she is a small dog, and she has a really easy time putting weight on, so we have to be very careful about how many treats we give her. So I am going to stand first with my feet relatively together, about roughly underneath my, excuse me. So we're going to teach Moneypenny a leg weave, and I'm going to start with my feet just about underneath my shoulders, okay? And I'm going to lure her back behind whichever foot, it doesn't matter. Right now I have her behind my right foot. So I'm going to step my feet further than shoulder width apart. And there are treats in both hands, right? I'm going to just simply lure her around to this foot just for now. Just to make sure I've got her attention, right? The peanut gallery over there is getting impatient. That's okay. I made the switch between the hands too quickly. Again, there are lures in both hands. I'm going to let her identify that. She doesn't get any. I'm just letting her sniff each hand, right? Treats in both hands. I'm going to show her this hand. I'm going to give her a treat out of that hand. And I'm going to show her this hand that is between, good girl, between my legs, good girl. And I'm going to hand her one to see how she's in front of my left foot. I am going to pull this hand behind my back, and I'm going to put my right hand, good girl, behind my legs, okay? And again, now she's behind the right foot. And I'm just going to, see how that already kind of cues her to bend her head this way so I can show her this hand and lure her, good girl, this way. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull it behind my back again. I'm going to ask her to come right here, like this. Good girl. And then I'm going to bring her around. I'm going to step off to the side and just cue her up into a sit, right? And ideally, that's okay, that literally just slipped right out of my hand. I'd like her to reset more, so I'm gonna throw her another one, okay? Just make sure I throw it all the way over there. Good girl, baby, come, sit. Good girl, good girl. And I'm just gonna kind of move around, let her know that I'm kind of resetting myself too. And I'm going to put both hands behind my back because I didn't think out what I wanted to do first, and that's my fault. I'm going to show her a hand behind my leg, right? And I'm going to pull her right here. So I'm going to make sure that my feet are a solid distance apart, much further than, not much further, but further than shoulder width. And I'm going to lure her, here we go, into a sit. And ideally she'll be right underneath me for this sit, because from here, we can teach her to step onto our feet, and we can teach her to walk with us, which is just a really cute party trick. Good girl. I'm just going to lure her rather, to be right here behind this foot. It's okay. And you see how she's not able to anticipate exactly what I'm going to ask for next, right? Because she has to be paying 100% attention to what I'm asking for, to make sure that she's moving in the right spots to get those treats, right? Because she's a dog that loves to anticipate what I'm about to ask for. She likes to try to think ahead of me, and that's not necessarily paying attention. That's anticipation. Not the same thing. See, she's paying attention right now. She's asking me. She's sitting in front of me saying, what do you want? Good girl. See how that comes much faster and much easier for her. So with the larger the dog that you've got, the more difficult this is going to be for them to be able to clear underneath your legs. right? So if you're, it doesn't ever, the dog can crouch down and get underneath your legs, that's perfectly fine. But if you're my height, I'm 5'5", if you're my height and you have a Great Dane, this is going to be really difficult to accomplish. I'm not going to lie. That's not impossible, right? Because you can, if you have the balance, you can pick up the leg as the dog comes underneath it. Good girl. And again, a lot of balance, a lot of coordination. You may fall down a couple times. That's all right. Just make sure you laugh at yourself. Good girl. And that's it. That's all we're going to teach for that concept right now for her, right? Because that's a brand new concept. We've never done that before. See, we've never done that before. See, I'm going to pat my legs, let her know that I'm done with the treats. She hates being touched during training sessions. She just always wants food. Good girl. Good girl, Honey Penny. See how she's still searching for those treats? And they are in my pocket. Hi. Do you see how she's still real hyped up? I'm going to take a really nice, deep, audible breath. And I'm going to have that nice, deep exhale, right? And I'm not going to say anything to her. Good girl. I'm just going to acknowledge that she sat down. And I'm even going to go as far as to relax all the way into laying down as well. Because that's what I want her to do. I want you to just calm down. Thank you. Oh, thank you. See how she's still focused and glued on my treat pocket? Both hands are empty. I'm going to scratch her on the shoulder just a little bit. She's going to pull away from the hand. That's okay. I'm going to stop touching her. See how she's trying to get things from me? You're not going to get anything. You're not even going to get my attention. I'm not even really looking at her. You see how I went to verbally praise her and tell her she was good for laying down and she immediately sat back up? Just ignore. See how heavy she's breathing? She's panting. You're just going to relax. That's a good girl. That's a good girl. See how gently I'm verbally praising? I'm hardly whispering when I'm talking to her. That's much better. See how much more calm, much more relaxed that is? She's not trying to invade my space. She's nicely and calmly laying right there, about 6 inches away. It's perfect. Because those kisses on the nose, those are appeasement kisses trying to get a treat. But licking in the face, it's invasion of my personal space. We always want to end sessions nice and calm, and we always want to end them on a good note. Just like that.